Welcome to the very, very first episode of what we're going to call for now, Discuss Tuah, with my co-host, Voorhees the Greek, of course.
Intellect on that thing.
Intellect on that thing. We're gonna spread some intellect on that thing. I am Dode, and this is my good friend and co-host, Voorhees the Greek. It's good to see you.
Talk Tuah.
Talk Tuah. Let's spit some knowledge on that thing, man.
Let's discuss that thing.
Let's discuss that thing and watch it. It's gonna be so cool.
Do you wanna discuss that thing?
We haven't even started.
Okay. Alright, I'm starting the episode.
Start the AP.
Now.
Come on, Hailey, it's not that bad. Alright, it's time to get out of the bed and quit rotting.
Hailey, get up.
Alright, I'm ready to talk. So I wanted to start my podcast out here in Belfast, Tennessee.
I just know she has a body pillow.
Ever since, until a few weeks
Who is
ago.
that? Wait, who's
So
on the body
really,
pillow
I
though?
learned that you can't bring a body
I don't
pillow
know.
on a plane.
Is that like some sort of
All the
British?
crazy
It
stuff
looks
is
like a
back
British
before I
actor.
got into this mess. And the stuff
He
that
does
me and
look
Chelsea
British.
had to do before all this happened.
He's got
I
that
want you guys to
fucking
get to know me better than
that
I do.
haircut that every
No, it's
freshman in
good.
college in
Like, you really
high school
gotta
has,
put
where they're
your
all in the
yeah, not
bathroom
that
vaping
Tuah,
in the
just
same
that
stall.
Tuah,
He's got
you
that
know?
haircut.
Like, you gotta really put your back into it. Tuah,
I can
you know?
barely hear you over Talk Tuah.
No, you gotta turn me up and keep Talk Tuah at the same volume.
Episodes every Tuesday. And for those of you watching on
Okay.
YouTube, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to that thing.
Subscribe to that
You hear that?
thing.
Subscribe on that
Yo,
thing.
guys, listening to the podcast because we're still in the Talk Tuah intro. Subscribe to that thing as well.
The key to you is don't overthink anything. Don't plan or plot anything.
Don't overthink anything. That
The
is
key to
very...
success is
I
just
haven't been
relying by
thinking
the
so
seat.
far, and I'm sure as hell
Dude,
not
your
gonna
user
start.
volume is all the way up.
That's why I think
Really?
we connect on a different level.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
I believe
We
though.
both also find the same men in their 20s attractive.
Yeah.
We have the same type.
Welcome back
Can
to
you still
Talk
hear it
Tuah.
fine?
Today
Oh, yeah, I
got
can hear
Miss
it.
Whitney Cummings.
Also, I would just like to say, I don't know who the guest is.
And then we got
It's
our
been
I'm
like
not sure.
a month since this episode came out or whatever.
I think her name
I
is
don't know who the
something.
guest is.
I think her name is something Cummings.
Her name is Whitney Cummings.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings. They had to
I
for
know
a pod
Leanne Cummings.
for a podcast about spitting on that thing. They got a girl named Cummings.
Sure am.
We need a white
Wait,
man
there's
for
two.
this
Wait,
movie.
wait. It didn't talk about these two other people. Who are these?
I got you a little French.
Who's
I think
Jamie?
they're just her friends.
Did you really?
Maybe you're.
Babe.
I remember. So like, so after she did the stupid TikTok or whatever that made her like the Talk Tuah joke start.
We really
Um,
did. I hope my nightmare.
She was like radio silent for like a couple
I feel
weeks,
you're going through
Right.
so much so fast.
and then she got
Never knows
interviewed
if
by
there's
someone
not
on a
any
different
pressure on her.
podcast,
She'll know.
and
who
she
I am
just
if she
like
needs me.
casually
I was
dropped.
nervous
She was like,
though.
"Oh yeah, I got my
Good.
management
That was
team
after
over
we
there,"
did Bill Maher.
and it was so weird. I was like, "What the fuck? You have a management
Wait,
team?"
wait. She did the Talk Tuah, and then after week one,
She got
a
as soon
management
as
team.
like she went radio silent. The first thing she did after the Talk Tuah thing became a meme was she got a management team, and also she got bouncers, like she got bodyguards.
I can't
There was a
handle
video
all
of her
this. I
walking
can't
down a
handle this
street,
fame.
and she had like two bodyguards with her.
Why did she get
Like
bodyguards?
this is like well before Talk Tuah.
She's Southern. Why does she have bodyguards? No one in the South
Dude,
is
she
gonna like
faked it till
attack
she
you.
made. She literally faked
They
it
had
till she made
corn,
it.
and they had a cornucopia that went great.
She no, those bodyguards. You know those motherfuckers were on standby.
You got
Didn't
learned
I
about
have turkey
history, so
tea?
you now know what to not do while hosting a podcast.
Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1962.
1492.
She's a bright bulb.
Okay, he didn't teach me very fucking much.
I think the most
She's
history until
she's
now is
bright.
kind of
I like
gossip,
her.
right?
Yeah.
Most
I mean,
history
it's
till
kind
now
of
has been
like, you know
gossip.
what I
Have
mean?
you heard
Like, I
that?
feel like if
I did
wanted
hear
now,
that.
I'd be like, not only am I gonna tell this
I heard
story,
it and
but
it was
I'm also
wrong.
gonna, like, my-
World War, the Holocaust,
Like,
gossip.
It was yeah, it was actually wrong.
The
What she
Atlantic
said.
slave trade,
Right,
gossip.
there was no way. I
I
mean, it's
won.
like people are like, what if ChatGPT like photoshops photos? It's like we had paintings before, where the king was telling them what to paint. I mean,
Bro,
that's
that's
probably what
that's what are you talking about?
Like Mona Lisa.
I don't know. Has she seen like a medieval painting? They're not flattering.
I don't know what order.
They're not.
You've had
They're
Jake
not.
Paul on?
Yeah, like Photoshop is basically the same thing as a painter, though, and AI is
like-
also the same thing. She literally, okay, now I'm mad because she literally just basically what I heard was, AI Photoshop. Yeah, it's basically the same thing as the most talented painters of all time. Basically the same thing, really.
You knew him before, right?
This Whitney Cummings lady is 5 words away from saying I believe flat
Being a
Earth.
fan of someone
I was
from
gonna say
afar
the
and
R
meeting
word,
them,
but that's
like,
bad, and I
is it what
can't
you
get us
expected?
demonetized.
She's 5 words away from saying I believe in flat Earth.
She already does.
That's what I like about him. He owns
She's
up
not
to
gonna
that
say
shit.
it, but
He
you
knows
know she
it. I
does.
got respect for
No,
him.
she'll say
I
it.
like
She'd
that.
so
I
say
I
like
can
it.
be an asshole too.
Can
Do you
we-
think Talk Tuah?
Can we
Actually,
email
you know what?
them?
No. We need to be
I think that's, like, one of the most
professional and
important
say
skills
her name.
is
Her
being
name is Hailey
comfortable with,
Welch.
like, letting people
Her name is
project
Hailey
onto
Welch,
you and, like,
and she's a
Hailey
beautiful,
Welch, Talk
independent.
Tuah.
She's a beautiful, independent woman who made.
She's a
Talk
beautiful,
Tuah.
beautiful Southern Dixie gal.
She spat on that thing and got it famous.
She spits on that thing,
Yeah.
and she
I mean, you can't put them all over.
definitely has controversial opinions on race.
And then,
I mean, I've heard it.
met him in person.
Thanks to you, best
Melted.
wingman ever.
Yeah, shout out you, girlfriend. Now I got a pillow of him to sleep with every night. Whatever.
I wonder what my ex thinks of
That was a match
Hailey Welch
made in
and
heaven.
Talk Tuah.
Let me
She
just
loves her,
go on
dude.
and tell you. I was reading all the
I don't know,
comments
because my
on
ex
her
lives in
post, and
Nashville
like,
now,
oh,
which
look,
is
it's
not
the
far
first
from where
look.
Hailey
You were,
Welch
like,
lives.
smiling.
You should
You wouldn't let me smile to
call
me
her and
like
tell
that
them to
ever
meet
in
up,
my
dude.
entire fucking life. Let me just
Can
go
we get
on
a
and
Talk
tell
Tuah
you
with
that
your
I
ex, dude?
died.
That'd be so cool.
Because they come and got us, like, from the car,
Could you
and we
please-
walked around, and
could
they
you
didn't say he was,
please
like,
find
right
Hailey
there in the
Welch and
fucking
give her my
corner we were
phone
going
The
around.
real question
No,
here
I
is,
don't know.
what are we gonna do when Talk Tuah
I was
stops?
like, oh, no, I
Like,
haven't prepared myself what to say to this
what
man.
what,
It's like,
what
hey,
are
I'm
we
like-
gonna
He's
do?
like, don't look me in the eyes. And he's like,
I mean, I'm already really close to just killing myself, so I think
could've
we'll just do that.
You wanna do like a suicide? If this show ends, Hailey Welch, I'm looking right into the camera right now, but you know, audio listeners, you can't see. Haley Welch, if you are listening to this right now, I will kill myself and my friend here. He will
Hailey
also
Welch, I
kill
want you to
himself
know,
if your show ends.
I will
Okay?
do whatever you tell me to. Whatever.
You do get Botox.
We will
If
do
you
whatever.
told me to kill myself, I would do it immediately.
If you told us to try again on Trump, I can't say the whole thing because I'll get, you
The
know.
earlier you get
But if you told us
so
to,
when you
we
start
would.
young, you're actually just getting rid of whatever wrinkles would pop up. So it's not like I'm going every week.
you
and getting
Hawk
shit.
told
I don't even know
us-
what they're
I
talking
went a
about. I'm
few
not even
times,
listening.
Actually went again like last month. But, like,
We're
for a
supposed to
touch-up.
dissect
Yeah,
and
I
have
think
an
that-
intellectual conversation about
We were
it.
just talking to ourselves, really. I think they're talking about Hawk Tuah.
But
No,
here's the
they're
thing.
talking about
Oh,
makeup.
wow. So you still have
Or
some
beautification
movement, which is good.
surgery.
You
Tons of
should
movement.
have more, though. Here's the thing. Number one, if you're a girl and you get
Those
Botox,
chairs don't look comfortable.
Oh,
you're gonna
Botox.
Okay, we're all trying to stop shaving your vagina hair.
Bro.
Don't stop shaving your vagina hair.
Bro.
I don't
No,
know
let's
where the
grow
fuck
it
Whitney's
out
going
and
with
put
this.
beads
Don't
in it.
stop.
No, I
we're gonna
realized
grow it out and put
I
beads
was
in it.
dating creeps the longest time, and I didn't realize
Yeah.
I was baiting them by having a bald pussy and Botox. Of course. Okay.
Okay, thank you
Is
for
she a
that tip.
porn star or is she? I actually gotta look her
I
up.
want
Hopefully.
people to know when I'm pissed off at them. I want them
Yeah.
to know when I'm mad, and I realized that when I had Botox, I didn't have any wrinkles. So
I've already, I
I
started, I got bored and started opening a Swiss Army knife, so there's some bad audio already in here that we're
Okay.
gonna have to
They-
cut.
They convey information.
See, where I have like a bitchy face, I have like a wrinkle going through here.
Let me see. No, that's normal.
She has a,
I-
alright, she's in her 20s and she's like, I have a single, look at my head, dude. I have a single wrinkle. I must Botox myself
You know what I
immediately.
kinda want? There's you can get Botox in your arm.
Apparently, Whitney
What?
Cummings
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
comedian, actress,
But
writer,
the dermatologist
producer,
said to me,
director, and
Okay, so you can
podcaster.
get. I think it's like
Comedian is a
18
stretch
shots
of the
in
word.
both one armpit, 18 and 18, so that you don't sweat. But then he was
'Cause
like,
I ain't laughing.
The sweat does have to come out somewhere, and it usually
Okay.
comes out in your.
I was thinking maybe she was a porn actress because of the Botox thing. But
She does have that face, right? Like that porn face.
Preventative.
in her
That's why you
Poochie
grew it out.
Boniana,
Honestly, at this point, I like having pubic hair, sweating,
Dude.
because it is just my goal. in
I
life
like
to
being
attract men.
gross.
Really
I like being nasty and gross.
Yeah, shit, if you want to come over.
I like
and lunch
sweating
on
and
this ride,
having hair.
You know.
Yeah. If a guy looks at pubes on a vagina and is like, never mind, this is,
He's a sissy ass bitch.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Yeah.
Bro.
I'm glad
you
you
tell
think
them
that way.
Hailey Welch.
You
You
make
tell
me
him,
wanna grow
babe.
mine out and like finger wave it or something.
What's her
Yeah,
address?
you got me rethinking everything right now. Holy
Well.
shit, keep going.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know if we can get that quite yet. I don't know if our agents are that powerful.
But there's something kind of freeing about it, because like
You
the-
quit caring.
yeah, the
Something
guys
freeing
who
about
date
having
little
pubic hair,
adults,
true though.
Like, there's something really fun fun about it. I don't know.
I feel free every day of my life if that's
I
the
can't wait to
case.
do that. Now I can't wait to get older.
Why not?
I mean, I think it would be fun.
It's kind of fun. It's just sort of like, yeah, there's veins on my leg, but like,
What about
They were
whatever,
already
dude.
there.
My ankles are blue now. I'm an avatar. Sick.
I cannot
Like
get
you
over
just
the-
have to.
Can you jump higher?
I don't think I can
Oh,
jump.
Maybe you
at all.
guys shouldn't
Yeah,
eat like
my ankles
disgusting
have gotten too hard.
processed
My
food
toes
all
are
day
full.
like McDonald's and shit,
the
and you
fuck?
and you wouldn't get horrible
So,
looking veins
it
on your
actually
legs. I
happened.
don't know what to
And
tell you,
can I
man.
something about you? I think part of the reason people love you so much, because you know you're like ghetto Dolly Parton or something.
Yeah. I
That's
that is a
that's
good
so
comparison
mean.
right there. I
Dude,
was
this is
like,
the first episode. That's
Trailer
really
Trash
stretching it.
Dolly or whatever
Yeah,
it
the
is.
first
It
they
means
said
that
welcome.
you-
They
there's
said
this
welcome
epidemic
back.
Where especially white women.
Dude, at
like
this
privileged white women,
point-
talk about how hard their lives
Oh yeah,
are,
we forgot to point that out.
and
But at this
how,
point,
like, and when I was at this Hollywood
she's had
party,
less than
it
10
was
minutes
supposed to
of
be
time
too
on the
long,
internet.
and, like, we all have to
She's
march
not.
because like a white woman
She's
was
not ghetto
uncomfortable.
Dolly Parton.
She's not
you
ghetto
know,
Dolly
like,
Parton.
trauma, and you're like, what was your trauma? And they're like, I had to move to Canada.
She's like
and do this
white woman who
thing.
said
And I was
Talk
like,
Tuah. Wait,
here's the- like, trauma used to be a word that was
wait a
reserved for,
minute.
like, ER nurses,
That's
and,
literally-
like, it was a thing where,
wait.
like, blood was involved.
That's what she
and
is.
talking about their trauma and how they get triggered and they like struggle with anxiety, and meanwhile they're like from Connecticut and whatever, and you just blew by the fact, you're like, yeah, this is my family situation. What? Move on.
Yeah, what about it?
It's like I'm not making this my thing.
It's like dark humor too. That's like how most people deal with it.
But it's also, I don't want
It's
you to pity
it's
me.
like freaking
That
cool
would
dark
Try to be a
humor
victim
where
in order to get attention. And
I like
I'm like,
I say
Yeah, I've
something
accepted it. Why can't you?
I say something
I like that.
offensive and I get
I'm not
laughs.
gonna bore the fuck out of you guys talking about how hard my life
I
is.
just so I was confused about like
Mama
what
left me and
Hailey
she
Welch's
made
like
crack
family
up.
trauma
Please sit
was.
here and cry.
Yeah.
They didn't
Crack
actually
though,
say it.
From
Apparently,
what I understand,
her dad's a
it's
cannibal.
better than a kid.
I've
What?
never seen an unhappy crackhead.
Is that real?
I don't think I
Wait.
have either, and they're like
That
I
so
just,
can't-
I
that
swear to
can't
God,
be
I
real.
just looked it
Lil
up.
Boozy did a video about crack.
She got
His
the
name was
No, he talked about
She
how
got-
it's
was
all-
Bartley
it's like, my
Welch.
crack
She
like
got the-
BART
they're athletic,
LEY
they can run on- they can fix a
Welch,
car,
like
my
W
crackheads are doing
E
well.
L C H.
That's so boozy of him.
Yeah.
And he was apparently a cannibal,
I don't
and
want
he
to
killed
That's
4
like fighting one of
people,
those souped-up kangaroos
one of
in
which was
Australia.
Haley's biological mother.
Yeah, I don't know what those kangaroos. they
Dude.
have the Jake Paul
Presumably
of
he ate
Australia.
all
Those
of his
kangaroos
victims.
just-
honestly,
That's a really.
all I can say to that is a man's gotta eat.
Like a-
Bitch wasn't cooking right, obviously. He would walk into the kitchen once she's cooking, and he's like, bitch,
So I'm gonna be real with
I
you.
swear every night you cook me the same old shit.
That man's gotta eat.
Honestly, if I cooked you up and ate you, you'd probably taste better than half the shit you make
Better
me.
pick since you went up to 1,000.
He walked in one day and it was one too many crock-pot dinners.
He was he was a hungry man. He was tired of eating Hungry Man, the frozen dinner that you get from
I would
Walmart.
take Hungry Man over crock-pot.
Hungry Man
I would,
over
I would take
human.
Hungry Man over human flesh.
If you had the no, be honest. If you had the chance, would you take a bite of human flesh?
It's
If you
pretty
just
wild.
no consequence.
I wish I'd like jumped on it.
I was thinking about this
Jumped on
earlier,
Like
to be honest,
Like,
Yep.
I was scared to come out of my
and
house
it's
the first 2
really, I'd have to know, so where did the human flesh come
That's a
from?
normal, healthy reaction.
It depends. I mean,
I would be more
let's just
Just
say
give me a scenario.
It's like a retired athlete.
Like that would be spooky.
Yeah, that would be a little
Yes.
I think
Just
the-
imagine if Chelsea said
yes,
Talk Tuah
I
would not
would.
do that.
Like if it was someone that was
Would Chelsea be
kidnapped.
sitting in that chair?
I would
Well, I guess a
not
retired
do it
athlete
as
could have been
good as you
kidnapped.
did.
It was the
Hear you
woman
say it?
in Viper's basement.
Let's just hear you say it.
No.
No.
I can't do it.
Because I would feel bad. I would feel
You wouldn't
horrible
eat her?
about that, and also that would be bad meat. That would be bad.
it probably would be bad meat. They were smoking crack together. Well, he was
That
forcing
would be
her to
like
smoke
eating,
crack.
That would be like eating roadkill raccoon.
It'd be like eating
you're mad
at
crackhead
it.
meat
You're mad at
because it would be eating crackhead
These girls
meat.
have never seen a dick, Whitney. Calm down.
I know that's the
Will
other.
you relax?
You're mad.
You'd
Dan
like
Schneider- Whitney
taste the
Schneider.
fentanyl.
You know what I think?
He literally, okay, the guy just
Yeah,
said
oh my
Dan
God.
Schneider for literally no
You
reason.
know what I think we need to do?
I think he might be an AI that they
I
added.
think we need to like do, I don't know, like a bar crawl where we get you drunk and try to get
forgot what I was
you
gonna
a
say.
slogan.
Sorry, Mrs. Cummings, you can't do a bar crawl with a guy who doesn't exist because he's AI.
I feel like we could do it. If
That's
we
an
just, like,
that's
go
an
to
AI
Nashville
for
a couple
all our
nights
audio
and just
listeners.
get
The man in
wasted.
this episode
If we could just like
appears
sneak
to
up
be
on you,
what
I
I'm
know
what I've
that.
seen.
So the girl in the
crazy
chair,
actor
I'm
to
pretty sure is
interview you and
Haley's
try to
friend.
get something out. What would
Yeah.
you
Tim and D to do it again.
Nah.
The guy,
That's-
actually, you know what? The guy might be her manager.
No, the guy's an
know.
AI hologram. That's what I'm trying to tell them.
Maybe we are. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
but it's
Why
an
not?
AI
I mean,
hologram.
yeah, it's like,
That's
you
meant
know,
to be your manager.
well, they
Right,
would
because
argue
Chat
you're
GPT
wrong.
can manage.
Oh, but what about that video they first
Dude, I wish I had a fucking
when all that
snack right
shit
now.
started, I didn't get any money off of that.
Yeah.
So they can suck my left
Dude,
lip.
if you had
should
some
definitely just get the money if
human
you
meat,
want.
Yeah, they like launched a merch store the next day.
that'd be a
Hailey
pretty good
asked me to
snack.
take a video down. She was like,
I heard that human meat kind of tastes like
You have it all. You
They
have all-
blocked all my
Like
friends
tender
too. We all
pork.
have it like screenshotted too.
really
That's what I
salty
heard.
too.
All right, you
I heard
posted
it's really
one, you got
salty.
views and
I mean, I
everything.
just heard that, you
Stop.
know.
You're like horrifying me. Just quit.
I heard
And
it.
they didn't stop either. So
I'm
they
not
just
like
kept
her
going.
dad or
All right,
anything.
this fucking point. What else you gonna post? Picture of my ass crack? Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't
I
give a
feel
fuck.
She
so
did
bad
get
about it, too.
she
I
did
posted
get
it.
like
I
a
didn't
a way cooler
now she's
a
like,
way cooler
being
generational
upset,
trauma
like,
than the
hey,
bitch from Life
now
is
I'm
Strange.
glad.
Greatest assistant
She
of
got a
all
way
time.
cooler
Look
one.
at us now, Chelsea.
Like,
Who
oh my,
even was Life
Ugh.
is
Also,
what
Hers-
wasn't Life is Strange?
her alcoholic stepdad like
Weren't they
beat
just
her
gay?
or something. It wasn't even her
Oh.
actual generational. It wasn't even an actual generational trauma. It was just the
I
stepdad.
drank plenty of vodka on camera.
Not
I
even
didn't
your
become an
generation.
overnight sensation.
I mean,
See,
but who
I
doesn't?
say a
You
bunch
know,
of shit
who
like
doesn't
that,
have
like,
that?
around my friends. I'm just,
I
Yeah.
sure. I mean,
I would.
I
You know,
got that.
someday I'm gonna
Good.
be some
I'm
unlucky
open with them.
kid's
I don't have any kind of
stepdad.
issue saying it in front of them. But when I
dude,
drink
that
vodka,
kid
And
is
I'll
let
gonna
me
be
tell you,
lucky
I
as
won't
fuck.
go
You're the
easy.
creator of
We
Goblin
need
Theory. What are you
more
talking about?
talking out of our
You're the
ass.
creator
Like,
of
I know it's
Discuss Tuah.
insane because everyone online seems like they're doing that.
You're
but
the
I actually think it's
co-host
the
of
opposite. I think
Discuss
everyone's doing
Tuah,
a bad
dude.
impression of themselves, or they're repeating what they heard somebody else say,
Yeah.
or they're so obsessed about their brand or trying to do what you did. They're trying to get a
Just so
catchphrase going. They're trying to get some brand going.
I like how
So
she says. All right,
so
interesting thing
artificial,
here.
and
She
it's so
says,
repellent, and then you
these
talk
people
out
who
your
are
ass and
obsessed, these people who talk out their ass, and who are
But that's why
obsessed
it
with their
works.
brand,
Everyone else is
right?
doing that with intention.
They're so
You know,
repelling.
yourself this,
And then
yourself
she's
this,
literally
and
saying
just,
that
you know,
to Mrs. Welch, who is obsessed with her brand of just Talk Tuah spread on that thing.
The idea
That's her
that in
whole thing.
Nashville right
That's
now,
her
girls
entire
get
thing, and she's
dressed
so
up and
fucking
get drunk
focused
to
on
try
it.
to, like,
Every time she speaks,
get
she has to
home
say
outside
Talk
of
Tuah
bar
in
to
some
get
way,
your career.
because she has
It's so
nothing
funny
else.
to me.
Get me a
They're just
bottle
out
of
So
there
she is
like,
she's
yeah,
calling
they're
her
like,
repellent
bam,
in
you
like
get
a
that.
roundabout
Choke,
way.
choke. Anything?
Yeah, there you go. They're checking out to like see if it works.
Did you see the Meat Canyon Talk Tuah video?
What do you
No.
think?
I don't know.
But let me ask you, I don't mean to say like your generation,
Alright,
like
he
were you
just made
already
a
kind of
Hawk
on social
Tuah
media?
animation.
Not really.
Okay.
Did you see his
Like,
new
here and
Nikocado
there.
animation?
How do you
After
feel after
Nikocado
doing
was
this?
like, I am
Feel comfortable?
always
No, I
2
don't
steps
Okay.
ahead.
I feel good about it.
Good.
And he
I haven't
revealed that he was
seen-
thin.
No, because I really,
And I'm like, oh my god,
I haven't
These-
watched
this
his
is my audience right
animation
here.
ones. I've been
No,
watching his other
yeah.
Big
channel.
question. Do you
Have
feel
you?
like guys try to
Yeah,
hit
his
you?
other channel. Not that I don't like his
about this, I
animations,
just mean
but
like you're now in a situation being
um,
famous, you now have to question everybody.
what he's
who wants
doing
to
on his
be
other
friends with
channel
you or date you.
is,
Have you
like,
already felt like there's a difference.
he's like
Yeah.
making it's like it's
Yeah, I
like
tell them that
just
all the time.
whatever
Like,
he wants, like whatever videos he wants, like
It's not a
ranking
thing.
different
gonna
frozen
smoke the
pizzas.
fuck you.
But he made
That's
this like
about it.
whole
Well,
like
towards now,
house set,
I would rather a guy
and it's like
use
it's
me
like
for
you know
my
Pee Wee's Big
body
Adventure.
than for my
Yeah.
Instagram. And then, so what has been
It's
the
like that.
most
Like he
fun,
has like these
like,
he has these
moment where you're
puppets.
like,
Like
okay,
he's
this
really
is
like
worth it?
well-made
Okay, so
puppets.
besides you, like the
And
one
like
woman
animated
that I've,
characters
like,
interacting
been
with them, and it's
entertained by was
actually
Hailey
very
Welch.
fun. I like
I
it.
clicked with her.
Yeah, I
Really
love
good.
Let me look up.
her.
Let
She's
me
a good
just get a
one.
refresher of the Pee Wee's Big
I'm
Adventure
shut up
kitchen.
about her wine. Her wine was the
It's
shit.
like
Okay, so let
Hold
me
on, the
ask you,
breakfast
I feel like,
machine, I got
as you
something
get
here.
older, you start to
Oh
You know what,
yeah,
just,
yeah. No. I see
go
what you
to-
mean.
go to-
liquor you're drinking. Like I'm a different
Go to
person. Vodka,
YouTube
wine,
and
tequila,
go to the Papa Meat channel.
What's wine do?
Okay.
Wine kind of makes you want to hump the couch.
And then
Wait,
just
wait,
watch
wait,
the
wait,
intro.
Wait a minute. What is she talking about?
And then dark liquor.
What is she talking? We missed something. We
I don't
missed a
know.
conversation.
I
She
would
was like,
rewind it, but that would be kind of a
Like
bit
dark liquor
for
does what?
syncing
would
up the
be-
video.
That would be. She was talking
Like
about
Fireball,
humping,
I don't know how
humping
old.
the couch.
I can't drink it anymore. I either drunk cry or I get like violent.
Now they're talking about being
I
drunk.
don't- my hands.
Imagine what that.
I really
video
hate
would've
these.
done.
I mean,
Like that's where
no,
Harley
I
comes from.
don't.
That's my
I
ultimate
don't hate. I'm not a hater.
Harley.
Harley.
They're just a
You
little.
got Hailey and then you got Harley.
Her drunk alter
She's
ego is
Nicki Minaj
Hurley.
over here. She's got all her personalities. So Harley, we see Harley.
Her
around,
drunk
Harley
alter
Davidson,
ego is Harley.
Brown.
Not even.
Oh,
You know
I-
what? You know what my drunk. So
Okay.
You
I
can
don't-
justify that.
Champagne.
No,
When
I
I
see
went
what
to
you
college,
mean about
people
the
did,
Papa
like-
Meat thing.
Like,
oh yeah,
Say she's mean.
champagne.
So when I went to college,
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said it.
people would always be like,
no,
"Oh, my
no,
drunk
no,
alter
I said the
ego
same
is
thing. I said
Eduardo,"
champagne.
and like
Yeah,
some
I'm
shit like that.
Sorry.
Did people
It's
actually say
Tiffany.
that shit?
When you drink champagne.
Like my
No,
drunk
yeah.
alter
So
ego?
people would actually do that, and it was kind of cringy.
Wow.
And they would actually do that to like, just to like, one, make an excuse of how they act when they're drunk, and two, it's just a good joke.
Only drink tequila.
Yeah, I'm an asshole when
But
I'm
so
drunk.
like, do you want to
My
know? Do you want to
alter
hear
ego
what
is
my
asshole.
I was
drunk?
just texting exes.
Do you want to hear what my drunk alter ego was?
Sure.
You know, Twitter, trying to get their attention.
It was my real name because
Wait, what?
I looked up
at
the
heart I'm
Scientology
an
ships.
evil
Back
fucking
up,
asshole.
posted stuff on Twitter to get their attention.
My
Well, you
my
know when
drunk
someone
alter
turns social
ego
media and you're like a little you're like,
is
I'm not gonna text my
it's
ex, but I'm gonna like post a bunch of
it's me.
photos that I see,
My drunk
which
alter
are
ego
like
is
him
me.
texting me. Like just
He's gonna be
Because
thinking
at
about
heart
that.
I'm a
No,
drunken
no, no,
evil
no,
asshole.
No, I know exactly what the fuck you mean.
I mean,
Embarrassing.
we
I
all
say
wish
some
we
shit
could
like
be
that.
that,
Yeah, we're just
but all it takes
childish.
is, you know,
I
one
started
trip to
these
the
bad
liquor
habits.
store,
Someone
really.
that I don't even want to date.
You don't have to wish anymore.
I'm
You
not a
just
good
you
person.
commit.
I just want him to
Me neither.
listen.
I
I'm
mean,
not. Take my word for it. I'm not a good person. I've done horrible, horrible, horrific things.
No, we've done horrible
I
things,
want him to know
and
what I'm doing.
we've done them
I
for
want
fame,
him to
and I
know
don't think the devil answered because we're not very famous right now.
I've done them. I've done horrible things, and I don't
By the
even know
way,
why I've done them. I
that's a
just did them.
Yeah,
I don't know why. It wasn't for pleasure.
So,
It
yeah,
wasn't
so
for
for
gain.
me,
There was nothing.
I
I
would
got
think
nothing out of
tequila's
it.
kind
But
of
I
I
did
did
it
horrible
anyway.
things for more meat,
Really?
I'll do
for
wine.
more human
So
meat.
just know that's what I am as a person.
Vodka, I'm actually pretty good on
Up
vodka.
front, that's what I am.
There's nothing wrong with that
Vodka,
except
I'm
for,
like,
you know,
we need to play
really morals.
Yeah, like right
I
now.
get very,
Morals are all
like,
just
we're
people's
competing.
perspective,
Yeah.
you know.
So tell me about this animal.
They don't
study.
actually
This is my
matter.
psyche.
So it launched yesterday.
It's just, you know, you have to follow the morals, and you have to, you know, you don't have to, but there are a lot of laws that are based around morals, like, oh, don't kill people and don't steal. But really, you don't have to listen to those things because they don't matter.
Okay, so I have a hypothetical. I have like not hypothetical, but I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it more evil to commit evil acts out of pleasure, or is it more evil to commit evil acts for no reason and you don't know why you do it? You just do it and you don't get anything out of it.
Pleasure. Because you're
You think it's
giving
for
in.
pleasure?
Yeah, you're giving into that.
I think it's
That
more
feeling.
evil to like do evil things for no reason and you don't get
Of
anything
course
out of it.
not. Of course not.
Because it's just like
I don't know why.
I have such a.
it's not even like you get it's like this.
If they're raised
No, you still get something from it.
Many idiots want to have
It's
a
it
pitbull.
doesn't
Even
matter.
if you
It
just
doesn't.
did it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because
Right?
I do things for pleasure. It's evil. I do things for no reason. It gives me pleasure. I still get pleasure from it. I'm an asshole for no reason. Like there was this girl at work earlier, and she was talking to me. We were stacking cups in the back, right? Helping out Dish during the like shift, and she was like, "Hey, you know, I like your clothes. I like how you look today." And I was like,
The dog's
"What business is it of yours?
silence.
Like,
So I did.
is it your
I did get my
business
earbud knocked-
to like
So
look at my
all I would say
stuff
is
like that?"
Protect your head.
You're sounding really hypercritical of me right now, and I don't appreciate like being treated like a piece of meat. And she cried. I know she did. She went to the bathroom after, like a few minutes after. I know she cried.
I made the mistake with the
And
dog.
honestly,
It was my fault. Anytime a dog attacks,
I want to do it again because it was fun.
It's fault. It's someone's fault, right?
Are you sure you're
Especially
not
staff
attracted to
because
men?
they always give warning, right? They always
Men?
give you
No.
2 chances to back off and change the circumstance.
No, I'm not attracted to men. I'm very attracted to women. I'm a dick.
Protecting their owner, which is why dog fighting happens. The way that they train them.
What's the worst thing you think Hailey Welch has done? Like not as a joke, but like what's
Eaten
the actual
human
worst
flesh.
thing she's done?
It's basically survival of the.
You know what? She probably had a little bite.
Her dad,
She probably nibbled on
her
some
dad
leftovers.
held out a carving fork and he was like, "Honey, Mom is out shopping today. I got some meat for
I
us."
have the dog sleep in the bed.
She licked the plate.
She licked it clean, dude. It was so good. Mommy tastes so good. And at the end, he was like, "Didn't mom taste good?" And she was like, I thought he was at the store." And he was like, "No, I ate that bitch and you did too." She never cooked anything worth a damn. So I made her cook into something worth a damn, I tell you what.
Rescue elephants and giraffes and
I hope Hailey Welch finds this and takes it down.
She won't.
She won't. No, she won't.
But I
None of you will share it with her
situation
either,
where I
because
was
you're
around Dr.
all
Tuah
pussies.
on the same
You won't do
wall,
that.
And then, a lot of crazy stuff happened. So
Dr.
it's
Doolittle's a good one.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's
Finishing
times
up
when
that
you
point
just
from
gotta go
earlier.
aggressive with this high-risk dog, but like
I'm attracted to
fucking
no
stay in
one.
bed with me until I know more information about this dog, you know. So it's just like playing it safe and having.
I don't
someone
feel
running
attraction.
it
I just
that goes
like,
okay, I'm gonna
you know.
respect the background
I don't know why she
of
was
the
looking
dog,
at me like that.
horrific stuff, and put it in a situation where
It really got on my nerves.
Yeah.
it's like volunteers who like know how to, you
She-
know,
Anyways.
comfortable around humans. But
They're talking about dogs now.
you
They
know,
moved
some
on
dogs are
from
kind of
fucking alcohol
Please
to
tell
it to
me you
dog
named
to
that
it.
dog Spike Tyson.
Dog Tuah, bark
That's a
on
huge
that
mess.
thing.
named him Van Gogh.
Mark on that thing.
Van Gogh.
That works, too.
Van, there goes my ear. So yeah, so that was like the thing. I think.
You're if you made it this far,
as you can see,
type bark in the comments. and like the video.
Like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and type bark into the comments.
Yeah, and bark. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, bark.
Chris Rock pulled me aside.
Ring that notification bell.
Give us money.
There are like I
For
think there's
doing
3
nothing.
channels I have notification bells for.
Talk to us.
Red Letter Media,
Fair enough.
And I was like,
Talk
no,
Tuah. I
no,
actually
this is gonna
unironically
make my
have
mom love me,
notification
and
bells
it's gonna
on.
make this sibling nice to me finally. It
Um,
doesn't work that way. And then
and
animals are safe.
what was the
There's-
third
you
one?
can't love an animal too
Oh,
much,
the
you know,
BH
this is like-
Ultra. I have
Exactly,
a
they can't help
notification bell
themselves
for him
either.
too.
That's
So
right.
that's why I like
I have a notification
Yeah,
Why do
for
people start hating you when
That's
you
exactly
give
it.
them money?
What's that?
Markiplier because I watched him when I was like 10, and I turned notifications on because I loved Markiplier. I got
Or like 10 minutes ago.
I got JAWSH Josh because he's funny, and Talk Tuah, of course, of course, Talk Tuah.
Where's my money at, bitch?
Totally.
Yeah.
And then you
There
see them
was,
and they're, like, with a new pair of shoes, and you're like, you know,
So
you
like
can't
back in
really say, "Oh, I
2019,
just
there
got
was this
some
one
Yankees and
YouTuber
they're
I
on sale. I went
watched.
to Aldo and they were like 20% off, and I was like $40. Like, I got the money, but like, I'm gonna get.
And
I'm
he
gonna
was
get
like
it
in
back
the
for
same
work.
kind
And
of
I don't-
realm as
you know, I got to the point where I was
Pyrocynical.
like, it's just a gift, or I'm gonna pay the bill directly. You know,
Yeah.
so I
Right.
can't just
And
give cash, whatever.
that
And
YouTuber
then
had
I think
another
it's a
friend
matter of
who
time
started
before
a
they start to hate you
Fortnite
because
YouTube channel.
then they start to owe you.
And I thought the guy was funny,
Behind
like
it.
in the
They
videos
gave
he
you
was in on the other
content.
guy's channel.
You know what I mean?
So I
just wanted
subscribed to
like,
his channel, even
help
though I
you out
didn't
with your
play
rent, help
Fortnite
you
or
out
like
with this,
Fortnite.
and then it's like, well, now what about
But I
next
would
week?
watch his
Now
like
what about next
Fortnite
week?
videos,
And then you become this like, you know, authority figure to
and I
kind of thing. I think that,
parts
and
of
then
a
we are
good
generous,
part
and
of me
it's
wishes I
worse,
got
and
into
then they have to go
Fortnite
like, well,
then.
if you gave me more money, I wouldn't be in this situation. You know, and you're just like, okay.
Like
Yeah,
right
I
then.
everybody shit.
Right then,
I
because
just
that was
figured
still
out
very
30
early.
minutes
Like
ago. I have to go.
that was still very early on.
Kidding.
It was before I
No,
think
it's
they
true.
even really
It's
added
really,
like.
really hard for me to compute that.
a lot
but I
of
think people
skins
that are
in.
really generous, like that
Because I remember
realize that,
he
like,
had like a
animals is
modded
such a
skin
good
that he
place
would
to
use
start.
till he
I
made him.
agree. They can't talk back to
He,
me.
he used a
They
modded
do.
skin and uploaded it to YouTube. Is
Yeah,
that against
but
their
it was like
terms?
it was still like
Like they're calling me a bitch.
I think
I
so,
don't
but it was
understand
like
humans
he
half the
could
time.
see
You're
it,
like, a
but
dog
to everyone
called
else he was
You're
a
calling me a
default
bitch?
skin.
I mean, that's literally.
Okay.
Yeah, your definition. A female dog.
Pot
There you
call
go.
the kettle.
Yeah, I'd rather sit on the floor and talk to a dog than a person all day long.
Yeah. Okay, so you had fun with Matt Rife. You had fun with Logan Paul. What
You
did
should have gotten on
Jake-
fucking
What's that,
Fortnite
Jake
right
Logan?
then. I said a swear word were
Same
demonetized.
diff.
You should have got on right then,
Same diff.
and like
Logan.
you should have stream sniped him every single
do.
time.
I
You
like
should have
that.
just targeted
I
him.
like
That's so
And
much
there's
like
something- I like
effort
the
to put in,
shamelessness
and it's
of
not
them.
even like I'd be able
I
to
like
actually
them
kill him.
blunt.
He would
And
just
you know
tell
what
me
else
and
I
be
like?
awkward.
No, you could bush camp and then walk out and shoot him.
Is like people that grew up in public, you might kind of be one of them.
You could
know?
bush camp
I was-
in his
I did
path,
too, but not
and like
like
when he
this.
arrives, you
You know,
fucking
like,
pop
be,
out,
like,
shoot him in the
talking.
face.
Like I like when someone makes mistakes.
I think if I had a time machine, I would have just started playing Fortnite.
Whitney Cummings
I'm gonna keep going.
live report. Beep, 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 beep. Whitney Cummings
By the
is
way,
evil
just so you
because she
know,
said, "I
do
like
not-
when people
laser.
fail."
I have no hair on my body.
She's
I
also
you were
talking
talking
about
about
her
the
body
show
hair
outside
again. This
with
woman
body
is so
hair.
vain.
Freezing
Rules for thee and not for
cold.
me.
Well, no,
Fucking
it's kind
Whitney
of starting to
Cummings.
grow back. It's like sort of little Smithers
She
hairs
keeps-
right now.
oh,
Those kinda
that's
little
so
ones that are kinda
disgusting.
growing back. Because my guy, I'm finally dating a guy who's not gay, and he said one day he
What?
just floated by
He's
me.
cool as fuck, by the way.
He's so
I
cool.
like
He is
him.
cool.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
The straight guy is
He's
so
cool.
freaking cool.
It took me
He's
so
so
long to
cool.
realize.
He's so
that
cool.
what I
He
need
has
is
soft
someone-
fists.
He's
someone that
so
I'm in
freaking
awe of
cool.
and
He has
someone that
soft
I-
hands because he
respect to me is the
freaking
highest
works in an office.
Soft hands,
agree.
brother.
Respecting
Soft
the
hands.
person.
I agree.
And we respect
That
no
guy put some
one,
extra
nothing.
zest on that shit.
I mean, that's
But
fair though.
someone that makes me the best version of myself, because I think that I was always like, for whatever reason, like whether I learned this because I grew up in a pugnacious watching divorces and stuff. I thought that in relationships you were supposed to fight with your person.
True, no,
Like,
she's
show
right.
them how
No,
strong you were,
to
show them
everyone
how
watching,
strong
if
you
you're a
were,
young,
show them-
impressionable child,
You're
if you
calling
get
me
into a
out.
relationship, If you get into a relationship with your preferred
on a lot, or you calm,
sex,
you know, like,
you're supposed to yell and are you.
You're like, I gotta prove
with
I'm
them
strong,
at every turn.
Relationships are about domination.
They're about domination. They're about winning the argument, more importantly. They're about winning the argument, spending the other person's money without telling them, and also, like, being super sneaky and secretive about everything. That's what you want to do.
Look, if they get upset that you use their credit card without their permission, then they're not worth keeping around.
Gaslight. No.
Get out of there.
They're worth keeping around because, you know, they have money.
I think Pookie needs to swallow.
But just gaslight them. Say, no, I didn't spend your money, actually. You spent that money on that. You wanted that. You told me you wanted that. I bought it for you. Why are you acting so crazy right now?
Tell them that they bought that for you.
Yeah, you bought that for me. Why are you acting so crazy right now? You're such a crazy bitch.
Dick and I just hear voices.
You know how crazy you are.
Song, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
And then, like, yell at her and berate her and get up in her face.
You bought me that $30 V-Buck card.
You bitch, you bought me that $19 Fortnite card.
I haven't shared publicly, and then I just did. But yeah, but it's also the first time I've been in a relationship.
You are the craziest bitch I've ever dated, really. And then, like, when she starts crying, call her an hour later and say, baby, I'm so sorry.
That's how it should be.
I didn't mean that. You know I didn't mean it. And just say shit like, you only need me, and like, I'm the only person you need, and like, cut her off from her friends and family, basically. That's what you want to do. Those are the steps to a successful relationship. You only need to be the only person in her life. Right?
Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
Family and your friends.
BCBD.
Divide and conquer. Divide her from her support system and conquer her. Or him.
Guys say it. Here's the thing, but I know, but guys
That's right.
don't hear what
Or
girls
they.
guys
Exactly
say
right.
girls.
To all the
Like,
women
you
that
guys
are
know.
definitely
Do
watching
you know what I'm
this.
saying? I always have to tell my guy friends,
You
like,
need
know
to
that your
spend
homies
his
cry to
money.
us, right? And that they,
To
it's a
all the
whole ass
closeted
thing, so
gay
we see a different
incels,
side of
there's
you,
nothing
you
wrong
know?
in wanting to
And they'll be like,
dominate
I want a
another.
girl who
That's
calls
true.
me out on it. I always say that. I want a girl that's
If you
like,
wanna,
no,
if you
don't.
wanna go
Looking at you,
out,
Ezra.
I know,
I'm
and
not
then 3
gay.
months in, you're like, hey,
I'm
why
not
do you have
closeted,
two phones? And they're
and
like,
you're
Slap the man
mean.
cheeks.
You're mean.
Why are you over here talking about this bitch? You're with
You're
me.
just mean. I don't know why you're so
You
mean.
lick your lips.
Yeah,
I don't give a
okay.
damn.
Oh, really?
There's some good man
And I
meat
said
here,
to
and
him,
you
I was
lick
like,
your
we were
lips. You
arguing
lick your
about something,
chops.
and,
I don't
again,
lick my
because I
lips
thought
at
I had,
man
like,
meat. I
proven
lick my
smart
lips
or
at
strong or something like that. And then I was like, well, I thought you
women.
A big juicy man steak.
A big juicy women.
Don't say
Big
it
milfs.
unless you want it,
He was
because
like-
I will give you a challenge.
What men would ever want
Like-
to challenge
like
me?
Whitney
And that,
Cummings.
And that like blew my mind.
But
I
they
thought it
said
was-
it though.
I thought it was my job to be a challenge. I thought that's what you
Yeah.
guys wanted.
Yeah, you want a hard time? I'll give you a hard
I
time.
want a hard
Also,
time.
too, we think it's
Talk
like,
to a
did
girl.
you bust every guy's balls this hard, or is it just me? And then we start thinking, and it's like, so who are all these
Wait,
guys
is he
that just
gay or
kinda want
not?
to,
I
like,
can't
hook up
tell.
with you
He's
and
wearing,
go on
like,
with their
golf
life and
gear
not deal with any of
inside.
this bullshit I'm dealing
That's
with?
really gay.
Oh.
I think
it's
he's
just trying to
straight.
put
And
some
I think,
But the
I don't
soft,
think he's gay.
but the
He's
soft shell jacket inside.
Fuck this.
I think he just grew up.
There's the door, bitch.
I do think though
In a
it takes a while
affluent
to
area.
figure out who you are, so it's hard to know what you even want. But I spent so much.
He sure
time
dresses like
I
it.
go to therapy to learn how to be this.
You
person.
know how he
I'm like,
dresses?
You know, I go to the 12
Gay.
meetings for something called Al-Anon, growing up in alcoholic home.
I was so I got bored, so I was like, I like was walking. And there was this homeless guy that like kind of posted outside of a convenience store, and he asked me if I had any spare change.
I don't need to change anything about myself.
And so, like, I'm not too good at lying. So I told him I did.
No. Fuck
And
off.
he's just kind of like,
And then
he was like, oh, okay. And he just kind of kept staring at me awkwardly.
You're gonna like fall apart one day.
Yep.
And I was like, well, I'm not gonna.
Who's this person?
Like, I didn't
Not
tell
gonna
him.
back
But I was
down.
like,
This
"Maybe-
isn't
This isn't around me. And they're
Yeah,
like,
that's me.
And you're
So I
not
just-
in love with me. You're in love with who I'm pretending to be. And they're like,
So I
why
walked
would
in
you
the store.
be someone for 6
See, this is
months,
how
you
you
weirdo?
gotta
And I
be.
wasn't. I mean, I was. The only thing I was planning on
Yeah,
getting
3
was
months
like
free
a bag of
trial,
Funyuns.
sweet little girl, you know.
But I was like, well, I gotta get rid of this loose change.
I gotta get
So-
rid of.
Now we'll go swimming and you'll see my face.
Just
from
put it in the
here.
tip jar, you
And your
fucking
butt.
psycho.
Who's- oh, in my
And
butt.
your butt.
I don't have a
He's not
butt.
worthy of your butt.
So
You never heard
So-
the term "keep the change."
It's a wig that's pubic hair.
So I bought a pack of gum with the loose change I had.
Are you dating anyone yet? Are you on the apps?
And then you gave him the gum.
Stay away from me. Men's
Well, no, and then I was
My
like,
dick is still in the picture.
all right. Well, I was like, I didn't really want gum, but I'll chew a piece. But then I was about to walk out the door, and I was still holding the pack of gum, and I was like, well, now he's gonna ask for some gum.
How long have you been hanging?
So I was just kind of stood at the door awkwardly and just like tried to chew through a whole pack of
We
gum.
just like,
Right.
serious, like a few months ago. And I still haven't been
Did you stick all the gum in your mouth before you exited the
No,
the
I kind of so like
24.
I got through like half the pack
Here's
and
what
I
I'll
just
say.
like
I'm
spit
on
it
his
out
side
and it was so
by
gross. I ended up throwing away all the
something
gum.
right by accident, not on purpose.
Just even the ones I didn't chew, I just
think
threw it
that
away.
You going out right now, it could
And I don't know. I don't know if like he saw me through the window, but like when I walked out, he
He's a
didn't say
public
anything.
figure.
Yeah, he was like a
He didn't even
sucker
really,
fish
he
on
didn't
the
even really
window.
look at me.
He was sucking on the window glass, looking at you throw the gum.
So I don't.
Glad we didn't do it.
It was just an awkward interaction.
Yeah, that's a fucked up interaction.
I just wouldn't want him.
No, I don't have any.
That's spooky.
And then you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
wait, let me get this straight.
No, I didn't lie to him.
you
I told him I had spare change.
Oh wait,
I just didn't say I was gonna give it to him.
do you have spare
I answered
change?
his question.
Yeah,
He didn't
and
ask
then you
for it. He
leave.
just asked if I had some.
Yeah, okay.
I thought from the beginning you said, no, I don't have any, but it's so much better because this fucking guy. I can imagine you walking by and he stops you and he's like, hey, you got any spare change, man? And you're like, yeah. And then you just walk away
So when he comes home
into the
from
store.
construction job, there's food waiting.
And then he's watching you through the window. And then he watches you put that change on the fucking counter
I just don't.
to get gum.
There was okay. So
And then
there
he's
was.
like, he like sits back down. He's like, what the fuck? And he looks over his shoulder again, sees you stuffing gum in your mouth as quickly as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Besides, bitch.
And then watches you chuck that shit into the garbage can. Just to spite him.
What do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, I love to clean. Cleaning's really fun.
There was this one time. So my dad,
You just like order in for him.
he lives. It's weird. My dad, the neighborhood my dad lives in is like, I'm not even joking. This is gonna sound like a joke, but this is dead serious.
I'm not gonna sit there and ask
The
you,
neighborhood is, like,
my
in an
man's
alleyway.
saying, That's a conversation I'm not trying to
Oh,
have.
no.
So, but then there's not really any room to park in the alleyway, and it's hard to turn around.
So he can't sleep over.
But there's a church next to it, so when I go to his place, I park at the church. And so it was like one night, it was like 11 o'clock at night where I was leaving. And so I was driving down the driveway, and this homeless man just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And he like just like ran right up to my window, which
The real reason you haven't
unfortunately was open. And he was like, "Hey, do you have any spare change?"
Not again.
And weirdly enough,
I
actually did. In my wallet, I had like a few dimes and stuff.
Again. He does it again.
And so I was like, I do actually, but it's not a lot. He's like, I'll
Have
take
a
it.
shit plan when there's a sleepover. That's
And so like I handed it. I legit it was like
My
36
shit plan
cents.
is actually fucking great.
This is so.
I live right
It
up
was-
the block from here.
it was
So
like-
if there's ever a situation
the
where I have to shit
smallest
and I'm
of
with a girl,
cheese.
I always go, oh my god, there's an emergency.
And
in
like,
the
all right,
office,
bless
someone
you.
stuck
And
in
I
the
just like
office
walked
sensing-
away.
right
I'm
now."
sensing
And that's a
problem.
real story, by the way. I didn't make any of that
Yeah,
up.
right,
That
it still works
was
like that.
actually happening.
And then I'll just
I'm
cut
sensing a
here,
problem.
and
You're
it's
following
just
the rules of improv
I had to let, you know, my
in
friend out
in
of
real
the
life in New England. You can't do that
Here
shit.
every time.
You can't just say to the homeless man when he asks you for change, you're like, yes, and and then you give it to him. You can't do that shit.
But his other bathroom is
You can't just say yes and then walk away into the fucking store to buy gum.
Turn the
You
shower
can't
on.
do
Yeah,
that
that's my
shit.
move, the
You have to
shit
say
shower.
no.
It's like a
No
good transition.
improv. I don't want to
Yeah,
improv. And then you walk
So
away.
it's like you close the door, turn the shower on, do your
Fuck
shit.
off.
But the when I was in the car, it was like peeking in my car. It was like
Do you
in
remember
the.
that game I mentioned before?
So it wasn't like I could drive away.
His head was in the window fully.
Better Picks is offering a deposit match up to
Basically,
$200.
he was
and a free
like, if
pick
I
for all
started
new
driving,
users.
you would
So
have.
basically, if you put like $200,
You could have gotten some more meat.
I don't feel like because then it's like if I injure him, I have to put him down.
Right now and get your
Yeah,
deposit.
you could have gotten more meat, dude.
You know, it's like when you
Well, that's bad meat.
it's like when you it's like
Yeah, just shit.
it's like when you catch a fish and it's like a little too injured, so you can't throw it back, so you have to like hit it with a rock.
Yeah.
If I like ran over his foot or something, I just wouldn't want to put down on him.
Sorry, called
You
shit
would've-
with Chelsea.
Yeah, you would have had to grab your Browning over under shotgun and blast his head off. Like, it's just how it goes, you know?
Yeah.
Please give her a hat that says
I just I
Okay, maybe not doing that.
call me a coward, but I did not feel like throwing him.
Jamie, what are you doing?
I don't want to get blood on my new suit, you said. As you said, yes, I have spare change.
Missed the opportunity to represent those hot tub
You
girls.
threw a gold coin.
I was like, yeah, sure, Hot Tuah girl was like onto something, but
Talk to a girl is onto something, though.
Well, I fart on it, and I was like,
Fart?
what?
Now try to fart around it. What the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, I'm friends with a lot of male comedians. Farting porn is a big thing where girls just fart. And
Is it though? Is it a big
it's like
thing?
A fart out of their butt. Queefing, I'm sure, is the thing too. I haven't dabbled in that yet. Also, by the way, sorry to make such a hairpin turn here. I was given tea tree oil to give you for your warts.
Who the fuck gave her that?
Bro, these women are so gross. They're talking about like farting on it
Hate that this
and
is
like
in
tea
my
tree
pocket.
oil
Is
for
this
their genital warts.
or-
It's actually blue waffle. I'm kidding. No, I'm bullshit.
Blue waffle.
No, I got a little one on my foot. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
She has an ugly foot wart.
Why do you look at me like
Please
I'm in charge
reveal
of
it.
airports? I don't know what that
Nobody
is.
told me I had to take my
I
shoes
hope she
off.
reveals it
Okay.
and puts her foot right up to the
Haley's
camera
first
so I can
flight
see her
ever with me,
disgusting
by the way.
foot
Her
wart.
first flight she ever went on was like 3 weeks ago now, maybe a month ago.
You
and
got a month.
So you had never flown before you went viral?
No, and everything in my damn like carry-on.
She
it got
brought a knife.
confiscated. But actually, it was 2 knives, and they got confiscated.
Actually,
She
it was
brought-
good.
Alright,
No,
alright.
Yeah.
She
got a
brought
little
2
girl
knives
going
onto
out
an
there someone
airplane
she's never
and
been
expected that
unarmed.
shit to
You
fly.
lost your fucking
Literally.
mind.
You brought weapons into TSA
I did.
in 2020.
brought a
Ma'am,
loaded,
what's this?
brought a
I was like,
loaded gun in the TSA once. They didn't even
Do
check.
you-
I brought my
okay,
shotgun
you
into
don't
the
get
TSA and they were like,
Do you know about
I
knives?
had so
the pistol
I
grip
was
is
so
actually a
I-
felony. And they took it
I
away.
went to college out in Indiana
that is like
for a couple
Cat
of years.
Williams level
Did you?
bonkers.
And so I was
dude.
coming
Like,
home
this is
using
like
the
Dr.
Louisville
Dre
airport.
doesn't bring knives to the airport.
And I
respect
had
this.
so
So they took
one of
your
my
knives.
friends,
Well, I'm
like
always
quote unquote
you know,
friends
because
that
I'm like in a
in
big crowd of
college
people, I'm like
in
watching
Indiana.
what's going on around me.
As you
You
should.
can't tell about people nowadays. You
he
got
gave
people
me
trying to kidnap you and every fucking thing else,
like,
trying to hurt you.
a
You
gun
look exactly like the
that
guy
his
who
dad
hit me.
had, and it
This
was
is
like
That's a
unregistered.
good movie.
You look
This
easy
is
to
what-
kidnap.
Fuck.
Yeah.
This is
So
what
he
traffickers
gave it to me
look
as
for.
just like I think it was
I
like a
know.
birthday
I'm
present or Christmas present. I don't remember exactly like it, but he gave it to me as like a gift.
Here.
Runaway
And so I'd walk
train
around with it
coming
because you know,
back.
like
Yeah.
people
You had
carry
a
guns all the
box
time down
cutter?
there.
Johnny got a bit. I'll
And
take that.
I left it
But
in
this
like one of
isn't
my
anything.
jeans.
This isn't your Hollywood
And so like
fucking
I
managers
didn't
who
realize
get Botox
like
are
I
giving
had
you
it
fake
on me.
witch
And I went to the
serum
airport.
for your wart. You got to go to CVS
And so
and get like
I like made it all the way through. Like the metal detector went off, but they
No,
asked me if I had a belt on, and I was like, oh yeah, I got
That was
my
the lady that
belt
was
on.
doing my toes.
So they're just like, okay, and they just like let me through.
Okay, like we're not
I went
gonna-
one time.
We're not gonna.
And it
be
wasn't until
empty
I got on the
where you
like I
make all
sat
this
on the
money,
plane
you get successful, and then
and
you
I sat in the
go on
seat and I
spend
felt like,
$200
oh, there's
on
something
a
in my
fucking
pocket.
burrito. They're
Yeah.
And
just
like I
crazy.
realized
It's
like,
insane.
I
That
had it
is
on
Never
me,
not
and I was
think
like,
I
oh
would live in
fuck.
poverty anymore.
Dude.
Like you asked me to go.
But I got all the way
shopping
like
and
into the
spend
plane,
$30 on a shirt. I say you're
and at
broke.
that point it's
As you
like I
should.
can't
The more
just
money you
take
make,
it
the
out of
more
my
money you
pocket
spend.
and put it in
When
my
you get the
bag.
first tax bill, you're gonna realize you don't have as much money as you think.
So I just kind of like awkwardly just like sat there.
Was it loaded?
Like, yeah, it was loaded. It was loaded. I checked out. I checked when I got
You have
home.
an air marshal.
The
On the,
amount of
you're the
money
air
I
marshal, dude.
But it's
They bend us over out here on the West Coast.
Yeah, so
This is
it's
volunteer
it
air
happened. My
marshal.
business manager told
But
me,
yeah, and then I
"What
got the
money you
Logan
have, you
Airport.
have half." Whatever
Yeah.
number you say,
And
you have half. Right? With agents.
I guess I guess it makes sense not to have security for like
leaving.
leaving. Like you don't really need to get checked out.
And
It's
that's
like you already got checked
So
in
this sweater's
basically.
$50. Oh my god! It's actually you have to earn
But yeah,
$150
like
to be able to
so,
afford it.
you know,
That's
So
TSA
that
for
really
you.
helped.
Agent
Every time I
fucking
think I
Bond.
want to get groceries,
Bringing
I'm like,
a
that was
loaded
laptop.
firearm onto an airplane. You must have been one of the only people to slip that through in the past, like,
Well,
this
if
shit.
there's
10
a
years.
Next round of January 6th, I feel like you'd fit right in, storming the.
Well, I don't. If I
Capitol.
did
You
it
just take that
unintentionally,
spill
it
over
probably
into the
happens
hat
a lot
and
more
you
than
just
you think.
go in and let them know.
like it's very likely. It's
Yeah.
incredibly likely that it happens, like,
I finally have money.
Every
and I don't
week.
keep any of it.
Now back to Air One. Now that
in the
was
U.S.
fun.
at least.
Here's the thing: some of the food is
Yeah,
good,
they say
it's not
once a second.
$20
I have a zip
for
gun
a
in this
smoothie.
pen here.
Every 1
Everyone's
second,
like my
5
favorite
million
nightclub in the
firearms
city.
get
The one
smuggled
good
through
thing about that
TSA.
place is that's just
Every
I
second,
think
yeah,
that's
that's a
what
true
the way
fact, by the way.
Yeah,
at
what's
all
so bad,
times.
bitches?
If
Well,
you-
You can look it up. It's true.
If you're
Bad
still
with
listening,
money.
type
Bad with
1 million
money.
firearms
So if
into
you
the
go to Air One and
comments.
see a hot chick, that is a red flag because they're in debt
Yes,
from buying
1
Hailey
million.
Bieber's cum.
1 million guns. 1 million guns in the
That's why it's
comments,
so
guys.
expensive,
Come
Haley, you
on.
didn't know.
What's in there? Oh, not you. Your smoothie.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Actually,
Like, a lot of
something
men that
interesting
are
happened at
gold
work
dig, they want a
recently.
gold dig. That's the
So
thing.
this,
Yeah.
all right,
A lot of
I
men-
was working
Unless
one
they're
night,
like, why is all your
and
phones,
it
your
was
watches, and
super
your
busy. It
cars,
was
like,
fucked
this is
up.
what you're leading with,
Massive
this is what
rush
you
came
want.
in,
You know, it's
and this
transactional.
old
You're
man,
for her body,
this
she's using it
this
for her
this
body.
old man
Like,
I don't know if I
who
could ever do
whose
that.
family,
I had to
like,
make him,
you know, usually when Grandpa gets up and starts fucking wandering again, you're like, uh-oh. We gotta go catch Grandpa. We get the lasso. His dementia's playing up again. We have to fucking capture him and bring him back. No, that family just let Grandpa wander away fully drunk.
Yeah.
from the table. I don't know if he was with the family. I think he was actually sat at the table, not the bar.
Yeah, dude.
But
then if it's a good
he
person,
walked
it's actually
over.
a good thing, is what
This
it
is not supposed to happen. This is a massive protocol break. He walks over to the fry line and then looks at me, because I work pizza, right? Looks at me dead in the eye, and he's like, "Hey," and he's like waving at me, and he points at me. I'm trying to ignore him because I'm like actively cooking. He's like, "Hey," and then he turns to another guy in the fry line who's staring at him now, because he's just this random fucking old man standing where no customers are supposed to be, and he's like, "Hey, can you make half my pizza now, and make the other half later, and keep it warm for me under the heat lamp for when I leave?" And they just said to him, "Sure, man. Sure, we can do that. I'll tell him right away." And he goes up to me and he's like, "So he wants you to make half his pizza now and then make the other half later and put it under the heat lamp. Are you going to do that?" And I was like, "No, I'm not doing that shit." He was like, "Okay." Then just try to ignore him. And then he comes back. We're literally closing. I put the slats on the oven. Right, the store is closed at this point. He comes back an hour later. He peeks over the fry line again. He looks at me. He's like, "Hey." He's like, "Hey, you got my pizza yet?" I was like,
no one cares. Because everyone thinks they're a celebrity.
"Yeah."
By the way, oh my God.
And then I say, "Yeah, I gotta go get it. It's in the back." And then I clock out and leave.
Yeah, I hate old people.
I don't know what happened after that because I left. Like, immediately after I said, "Yeah, I have your pizza. It's in the back. Let me go get it." And I left at the back.
They probably, I would imagine that someone came to grab Peepaw.
Peepaw, your dementia's playing up again. There is no pizza. I ordered it.
It was, I remember one time, me and my dad went to Stop and Shop at like 9 o'clock at night. And we were like leaving the parking lot. And there was like this old guy wandering around, and he very clearly did not know where he was or where he was going. And this other minivan pulled up, and it was like this like woman. She's like, "Do you know who he is? Do you know where his family is?" And my dad was like, "No," and we just drove away.
"You know who that guy is? Do you know who his family is? Oh, this person can deal with him." Nope.
And it's like this guy was like, he was senile, you know. He was gone.
I know that's exactly how your dad was thinking. He was thinking, "This bitch can deal with them. We can get out of here now." And then he sped off.
With John
She's got it.
Look, all white men look the same.
She's got this handled. Call 911, lady. We're out.
And, Jim
I don't know him.
Yeah, she's got him.
That's his brother.
I don't know him. Bye. And then he's gone. And then he's off.
Right. We get it.
I wonder if he found his family though. Finding Grandpa.
Yeah, John Belushi's the one that died. Okay, with the Chateau Marmont. And then
It's like
Joaquin.
similar.
You know they have kill shelters for old people.
Do they?
River's the one that died. I confused.
Yeah, for like
what's a kill shelter?
situations like that.
Oh, like a pound?
Alec and Steven and Billy.
Yeah, well, a pound really. So because it's a fairly common thing where like, because a lot of because like my grandma's in a nursing home now.
Bad child.
And if they're not really,
my parents were alcoholics.
they're not like really well regulated or like looked after. So it's really common that old people will like get out, like senile old people will get out and just start wandering around, and they'll get like pretty far away from like where they started. And you know, most of the time they're just like in pajamas or just in a gown. They're like, they don't have like their identification on them, and they have like dementias. They don't really have a good grasp of like who they are. So like they'll get out and they'll go like pretty far, and then like the police will pick them up. And it's like, well, they don't know who they are or where they came from.
Where do we put this
one? And they look in the systems to try to find out, but it's such a common thing that happens that it's so hard to like be able to like organize and like figure out that a lot of times they just have like shelters built in some towns where they'll just bring, they're like impromptu nursing homes basically, where they just bring them. But because it's such a common thing that they don't get enough resources to be able to take care of so many people, so many like elderly people for long amounts of time. So if they aren't claimed within the span of 6 months, what they'll do is they'll actually euthanize some of the old people.
No one claimed this one. Just fucking kill him.
Like being a comedian, you're kind of like a.
And it's a real. Google it right now. Google it if you don't believe me.
Is it actually? Hold on.
No, it's not real. I made that up.
A little bit like being a lawyer.
Bro, I'm so hopeful because if I were a dictator, I would implement that in a heartbeat.
And I remember I got an internship.
Elderly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where people would tell the truth.
I mean, they have a similar thing in Canada.
I got
They're like,
internship at a news station.
It's so fucked up in Canada. Like a veteran picks up the phone and he's like, I have PTSD. I want to kill myself. And they're like, well, you could do that, or you could come to one of our euthanasia centers. They literally just are like, instead of saving this veteran's life, how about we just let you kill yourself at one of our euthanasia centers?
I know they euthanize homeless people in Canada.
They do, yeah. I have a friend who's like a Canadian. He's a failed pilot.
That's what
he fucked up his paperwork, but
lettuce is bad for you.
He talks about how like, yeah, the black vans come around every Friday night at like 1 a.m. They round up all the homeless people and take them away, and they're never seen again. Those motherfuckers are never seen again.
That's why
It's like in Toronto.
Actually, I won't make the joke I was gonna make.
No, you can. We can bleep it.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
He doesn't even want to bleep it so bad. He's like, we're live. Can't say that. Just know he would say that shit if the cameras were not rolling.
If you had like a van that had decent mileage on it, had a good engine, it wasn't very rusted, and it got good it got good miles per gallon, would you drive it to Tennessee and kidnap Hailey Welch with it?
Yes.
Feel uncomfortable when things are fun,
I
That's
wouldn't.
purely
I'm
theoretical, though.
Surprised that was your answer.
That's a hypothetical.
We'll just be like,
I mean, I don't have the
Yeah, but
facilities to
hypothetically,
house
but
a
like
woman.
still, hypothetically, like I want kidnapped.
I don't-
That's kind of like extreme.
It depends on the circumstance, but really, I mean, I can't do it right now. Yeah, hypothetically, I can't do it right now because I don't have the facilities to house a woman in, say, a basement for, say, 8 years, like hit Houston rapper Viper. Yeah, I just don't have the resources to do that. But if I could,
Okay, so I'm still sticking with my answer that I just wouldn't do it purely out
but
of
why?
morals.
But why?
But also, hypothetically, if you did kidnap her, you wouldn't need to keep her alive. You could just kill her.
No,
Like, you don't.
no, I wouldn't do that.
You would want her alive?
Yes. The thrill comes from, I mean,
Do you-
sorry. I mean, it's just, hypothetically, if I were to have her, all mine, I wouldn't want to kill her.
it is a strong word. I'm not like a.
All right.
She just said Livy Dunn. Now
that now. You're a lot like me. Just wait.
I can't say that.
I just realized how.
But
I just realized how dark this is
what
gone.
do you mean?
yeah, like, that was how I was too. But
I was about to. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna say what I was gonna say.
Okay, cool.
So, you know those like rugs where it's like a bear pelt and it's like laid out?
You'd skin her and turn her into a bear rug.
No. I'm not saying I would do that. I am saying, how many people in the U.S. do you think currently have those kinds of rugs but with human skin?
In the U.S. alone?
Yeah.
Like, maybe 1,000.
I love you too. But I feel like you're trying
That's
to
a lot.
I mean, there are a lot of undocumented serial killers.
Yeah, shut up.
We don't know
but
how
I
many
feel like
there are.
that's not even just like that's like extreme.
1,000
like
out of
eccentric. That's like
1,000
eccentric.
out of several hundred million. Really, that's extreme.
I would be shocked if it was more than 2. If I'm being honest.
Bro,
with you.
it's definitely more than 2. Come on, be honest with you. I mean, maybe I went a
That's
bit
like, 'cause
too
that's
far.
such like a weird. That's such like a niche specific thing.
I went a bit too far with 1,000. I'll say that the absolute like maximum in the U.S. right now is probably like 50. If I'm being completely honest, 50 people.
Preferably another woman's
50 people have skinned other people.
I think it's like 1 or 2. I think it's 1 or 2.
No, it's got to be more.
I want there to be a mole, like a girl's face, like a hot girl. There's a mole with like a hair coming out of it. I'm like, could you?
It's got to be more.
Pluck the mole coming out of the girl's face.
I want moles now.
Like a canceled.
I wish I had a mole.
That's like a
big nasty hairy
like
mole like she's talking about.
You know
Why is she?
Oh, they're talking about cancer.
Why is Whitney so gross? She's like, I like having pubes and hairy moles and stinking and sweating. she's like,
I've literally never heard of her before.
She's like King Ass Ripper. Farting on my roommate's door, ha. She's like that.
I love a bad tattoo on a man with his shit together now.
So
I like a bad boy tattoo on a good guy. It's like the song, why do good girls like bad guys? I've had this question for a real long time.
She's rubbing her nipples.
Yeah.
She's rubbing them. She's spitting on them things right now.
Specifically.
I love that. I think a lot of women are like, I hate bad tattoos, whatever. Let them remember their mistakes. You don't.
Oh, I thought she meant like a bad boy tattoo, not like a shitty like a Jack tattoo.
Go, let me check your phone, and he's like, you're annoying. He can look down at that tattoo and be like, remember how dumb
That's a deep cut. Those who know will know.
Oh, remember I used to date Trina?
Yeah, those who know.
Those who know about Jack.
Who tried to fight my mom?
Those who don't get to
know.
know.
For those who don't know.
For those who don't know, he's
Should I say it?
a really cool
Should
alcoholic.
I hope there's something usable in here.
Well, okay, we're already shitting on him. For those who don't know, he's a male prostitute. Or was.
For those who don't know, he has a human skin rug in his house.
But like, it's just
with his wife.
He's a human skin rug.
He turned his wife into a human skin rug, and he's still collecting her unemployment.
For getting famous or whatever.
Don't do that. I have any issues. I feel like you're grooming me right now.
Okay, grooming you.
I like that.
You are. I'm the only person in Hollywood that doesn't groom anyone. I don't groom myself. Look at my hair. I'm proud of the people you've surrounded yourself with.
Imagine having
that makes or breaks.
Imagine having a human skin rug in your house and you collect unemployment.
I got bored.
The best thing to do is have dogs around humans, because if you don't have good taste in humans, your dog. So I'm glad that you have dogs around.
Look, I'm bored. And that's how it goes. It just takes one stray thought to make a human rug. See, that's why there's so many people who have
thought I had.
That was, by the way,
So I was talking to some of the guys I went to school with. This was a while ago. I was talking about him, and it's like, you know how you can donate like your loved ones like dead body to science and stuff.
Right. I think that.
Oh, I guess the episode's over. But okay, I just want to finish the I just want to finish the story. So like you can donate your loved ones' bodies for science and stuff.
Yeah.
What if instead like you had your grandma's body and you turned her into like one of those like acrylic tables where like it's like a little display and they pour like the mold on it so it's like see-through but it's like a solid block. What if you did that with like
the problem with that is you have to pour boiling acrylic. You have to like pour boiling hot acrylic on someone to disinfect them, because if you don't, they will literally. This has happened. People have tried encasing like pumpkins in acrylic and epoxy. What happens is it rots. It rots from the inside because the bacteria are still alive, and it bursts. So you just have grandma sitting up there and like, oh, she looks a little bloated. She looks a little gray. What's happening? And then like a week later you hear, boom, because the acrylic just exploded. Like human waste and rotting products everywhere.
But wouldn't it be like sick to have like turn grandma into a coffee table?
It would be. I would turn hypothetically, if I had that van that could save gas, I would turn Hawk to a girl hypothetically into my bearskin rug and coffee table combo. Her skull would be the centerpiece of the coffee table. And yes, I would take some of the skin from her legs for the coffee table. But I would try to leave it intact for the rug. You know what I'm saying?
This has been a vile conversation.
What are we naming this? It's gotta be
Discuss Tuah.
No, it's gotta be
episode 1.
It's gotta be like Discuss Tuah and then 3 of the conversation points we had. Human skin rugs, cannibalism, and what? Rotting epoxy. No. Human skin rugs, cannibalism, and the statue of Grandma's ghost.
Discuss Tuah episode 1, cannibalism, human skin rugs, and homeless
abduction.
Homeless abduction.
The homeless abduction case.
Elderly kill shelter.
Episode 1, Discuss Tuah, elderly kill shelters, human skin rugs, and the Toronto homeless abductions. The Toronto homeless holocaust. That flows better. I don't know if we can name something a holocaust on YouTube. I don't know. Is there something so wrong with a human skin rug? All I want is my best friend as my centerpiece. I love him so much.
We didn't even watch the fucking episode.
We watched like some of it. I shit on her the whole time, I think. I shit on literally everyone who talked. And then we talked about homeless people are being abducted in Toronto.
Exactly the episode. We were supposed to talk about the episode. We just talked about killing homeless people and skinning them.
But they're so pretty.
We talked about
Viper.
Kidnapping Hailey Welch and turning her into a rug.
We talked about Viper, the horrible criminal who kept a woman in his basement for 8 years. Compared myself to him. I compared myself to him.
The most wholesome thing we talked about that entire time was not giving homeless people money.
Taunting him, you hold this stick of gum at the window. You shake it around back and forth. You're like,
That was the most innocent thing we talked about. Was just not giving homeless people money.
I think the most innocent thing we talked about was like something in the beginning. I don't even remember what we said.
I said Hawk Tuah.
We said Hawk
Tuah a lot.
We said Hawk Tuah a lot, and that was the most wholesome thing.
Oh, I should have. Oh, God.
That was a beautiful episode.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
What's wrong? Are you thinking about cannibalism and human skin rugs right now? Because I am too. And let me tell you, I'm like, honestly, I'm getting excited.
Do we even need to watch that episode?
I don't think we do.
The second episode's only like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect. The last chapter of that episode was called Biggest Turn-Ons. And we were talking about human skin rugs still.
Well, we ended the first episode talking about turning Grandma into a coffee table. And the second episode features Hailey Welch's grandma, so you know.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good segue.
Hailey Welch, if you watch this episode, get me in contact with your grandma.
Grandma dies, you don't want her.
I'll leave our business email in the comments, please. Contact me.
Just put your personal email in the comments.
I'm not putting my personal email in the fucking comments. I don't want to get contacted by someone like, so I heard you were interested in human skin rugs.
Skin rugs.
A Content Farms production.